Glad to have you join us on the program The Nigerian Navy today. I am Jibrin Baba Ndache. The Burutu dockyard in Delta State, built by the colonial masters, was a major entry point for commercial activities during the early trade mission to the Niger Delta coast. Realizing the important role the Burutu dockyard played in the past and the need for a force multiplier to the Nigerian Navy in ship maintenance, the service decided to collaborate with Akenwa Global Services for the upgrade and reactivation of the dockyard. Please stay with us as we bring highlights from the signing of MOU between the two parties held recently at the Naval Headquarters Abuja. As usual, CNS Diary and other regular segments of the program will come your way soon.
The Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo, CFR, on Monday 27th February 2023, delivered a lecture on maritime security and economic prosperity, the role of the Nigerian Navy, to participants of the National Defense College Course 31.
Strategic collaborations and synergies across boards are some of the key areas of interest to the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo, considering the enormous benefits. So much so, the Naval Headquarters has over time played host to dignitaries from all walks of life, from top government officials to chief executives of national and multinational organizations and establishments. On Wednesday, 15th February 2023, the President, China National Aerotechnology Import and Export Corporation, Mr. Jiang Jian, and the SATIC management team paid a courtesy visit to the Chief of the Naval Staff at the Naval Headquarters, Abuja. And on Thursday, 16th February 2023, the United States Defense Advisor, Colonel William Shawn, and his team came calling. The visit was among other reasons to seek further collaboration with the Nigerian Navy with the aim of improving maritime security within the African sub-region, given the leadership role the Nigerian Navy is playing in the region. One of the policy thrusts of the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo, upon assumption of office as the 21st Indigenous Chief of the Naval Staff, is geared towards the renewal and reinvigoration of the Nigerian Navy fleet. The strategic objective of this fleet renewal project is development and sustenance of the right mix of ships and assets capable of sustaining the presence of the Nigerian Navy across the span of the nation's maritime domain, requires standard shipbuilding capability, repairs and maintenance of facilities to enhance operational availability of Nigerian Navy platforms to enable her adequately curtail maritime crimes capable of undermining economic prosperity of the nation. Leveraging on the Presidential Executive Order No. 5, whose main objective centers on harnessing domestic talents and the development of indigenous capacity in science and engineering for the promotion of technological innovations needed to drive national competitiveness, productivity, and economic activities, which will invariably enhance the achievement of the nation's development goals across all sectors. Signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, on the 2nd of February 2018. The Executive Order No. 5, which allows ministries, departments, and agencies of government to partner or engage reputable indigenous companies and professionals in joint venture relationships to maximize in-country capacity. Engaged an indigenous firm on modalities to develop the Burutu Port and Dockyard in Burutu local government area of Delta State. And on Wednesday, 22nd February 2023, the Nigerian Navy signed a partnership agreement with an indigenous firm, Akewa Global Services Limited. Terms of the Memorandum of Understanding is to revive, upgrade, and provide sea security at the dock facilities in the regional sea link inland water cargo transportation. Facilitated through the Nigerian Navy Holdings Limited, the MOU also provides a broad framework for dockyard management and development of vessel repair, barge and light craft construction. Present at the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Nigerian Navy and Akewa Global Services Limited were the Navy Chief of Policy and Plans, Rear Admiral S.S. Garba, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Navy Holdings Limited, Rear Admiral S.S. Lassa, Principal Staff Officers at the Nigerian Navy Headquarters, the Chairman Burutu Local Government Council, Right Honorable Godnose Angeli, represented the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Export and Import Bank, Nexim Bank, Abubakar Abba Bello, the Chairperson Sea-Link Implementation Committee, Mrs. Dabney Shal Holma, traditional rulers from Burutu and some development partners. Witnessed by the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubeiru Gambo, the two parties signed the Memorandum of Understanding with delight. Chairman, Akewa Global Services Limited, Chief Kenneth Donye, who was visibly excited, expresses appreciation and fulfillment.
Permit me to just say thank you. Thank you very much. I think today is one of the most important days to me. The reason is Chief of Naval Staff is making it possible for me to see 18, nearly 19 years struggle to be is the most important day of my life and my people. From the day we bought that place, we did not buy it for. We intend to give it back to government in order to come and develop the area. It's good that somebody must be moving ahead to meet investors and then at least use the place to go ahead and make let people know about Burutu. Burutu has been forgotten before. But today, the Chief of Naval Staff has brought back Burutu to life. Not only in Nigeria, but in the world as well. Because I went to so many countries, over 30 countries in the world, in the name of Burutu to be developed. But the only thing everybody is asking is their security. You know, for long we've been stigmatized that security, the area is not safe for investment. But today, thank you, I will say my best friend, and the best friend of the community, and the best friend of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Stating his satisfaction with the MOU, Chief Kenneth Donye says it will revolutionize maritime infrastructure development capable of handling modern maritime facilities.
I welcome you all to this efforts-making event that is bound to be revolutionize the perception of investors in the development of Niger Delta in particular and in Nigeria in general, especially in terms of maritime infrastructure development, which is the bedrock to all development economies in terms of trade and maritime transportation.
The partnership will include the establishment of both naval and commercial logistics base in Burutu.
I would like to thank the Chief of Naval Staff for approving this partnership, which includes the establishment of both naval and commercial logistics base in Burutu. That will help boost security in the area as well as increase shipping and other maritime activities for both the oil and non-oil industries.
In addition, the chairman stated that as part of the partnership, the naval security architecture will guarantee improved security.
What gladdens me most in this partnership is the naval security architecture that will be put to bear in these areas of operation. This will help destigmatize Burutu and environment as a security-prone area and help attract both local and foreign investors to unlock the investment potentials of this area, which will be ultimately translated to wealth creation for both the people and the nation at large.
Other components of the Memorandum of Understanding include a 10 hectares logistic base, an additional 50 hectares commercial base, and more.
While the Navy will be having a 10 hectare naval logistics base donated by the host community for their internal use, there will be additional 50 hectares commercial base to be jointly owned by this partnership, which include the host community, that will help boost commercial businesses and safety within these areas of operation. This is the icing to this relationship, as Nigerian Navy is being transformed from not just a maritime security outfit to an economic enhancer that provide facilities that help boost commercial activities within their maritime operational zone.
Representative of Burutu Local Government Council Chairman conveys the Council's willingness to support the partnership to the fullest.
My boss has also sent me to convey his full support for this program. In fact, he has been a part of this program, the Council has been a part of this program. And he has also sent me to express his very peculiar appreciations to Akewa River Services Limited for the various efforts he has put in place to ensure that the movement is brought to, which is the headquarters of the development. And I also said I should let the team know that the Council is very happy with the development today. They are very willing, as the Chief Security Officer of the Council, to provide every needed support to ensure that we take off very smoothly and sustain operations like this.
Similarly, the representative of the Burutu traditional ruler assures the Chief of the Naval Staff of the people's support to work together to ensure the success of the partnership with a pledge to do more should the need be.
We are grateful and we appreciate every partners, the Nigerian Navy, Sea-Link, Akewa, and everyone who has made this day possible. And also to appeal that we have come thus far, and we expect that in the very nearest future this project will commence. Our people are waiting anxiously to see that you come and commence this project. We are peace-loving people. We are ready to work with you people. We have donated some land, and whatever land that this project may need, we are also ready to donate more for this project.
The chairperson, Sea-Link Implementation Committee, Mrs. Dabney Shalholma, commended the Chief of the Naval Staff for his commitment, a testimony that the Nigerian Navy is a dependable partner in progress, she says.
I am overwhelmed by this signing of the MOU, because it is an MOU that while Chief was struggling for 18 years to accomplish, I was supporting him, but I started supporting him 12 years ago. So it's a journey that has been tedious, has been very taxing, and very sacrificial. I am overwhelmed, secondly, because the Navy has definitely proved that it is an institution that can be relied on militarily and commercially. So for those of us who are in commerce, we have found a friend in the Nigerian Navy.
Citing areas of security and infrastructure brought about by the MOU, as well as the limitless long-term benefits of the partnership.
I want to comment on only two significant areas. One is the area of security, and the other is the area of infrastructure, which we have just witnessed the MOU and the commencement of upgrades and identification of critical areas that need to be upgraded. Within the context of Section 127, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution, the Nigerian Navy has single, not shared responsibility, single responsibility for effectively defending the Nigerian maritime domain. So when I see the Navy sharing that role with others, I see the magnanimity of the Nigerian Navy, because you have single, not shared responsibility. As you protect the sea lanes and you fight piracy and you are strengthening the national capacity, because every naval officer I've worked with on this project has proven to me that the Navy is carefully selected, or is made of men and women who are carefully selected, what we normally call in the Nigerian parlance the cream de la cream of brilliance in Nigeria.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Nigeria Export and Import Bank, Nexim Bank, says the involvement of the bank in maritime activities is in a bid to expand logistics performance of Nigerian trade.
Nexim Bank got involved in maritime activities in a bid to expand the logistics, with particular reference with the Logistics Performance Index of Nigeria's trade, given that we have very serious limitations. We have some of the most beautiful waterways in Nigeria, that already have maritime and coastal, inland ports that have been developed and have been existing for a very long time. So we set up the Sea-Link Consortium with the purpose of having both inland and coastal operations, maritime operations, with our own selfish reason, that is to try and facilitate our own business, which is to drive trade in Nigeria. Since then, and along the way, we have approached the Nigerian Navy and have worked together with the Nigerian Navy, first of all, to chart and survey the river. Secondly, to also use the naval points on the inland waters to facilitate trade. Thirdly, for maritime security, which everybody has spoken about, I must thank the Chief of Naval Staff and the Nigerian Navy for all the support.
Aware of the capital-intensive nature of port and maritime infrastructure, the Managing Director announced the readiness of the bank, efforts made so far to ensure a smooth takeoff of the partnership.
Port infrastructure and maritime infrastructure are very capital intensive. Yes. And a lot of financing is going to be required. Well, we've been working ahead because we knew this day was coming. And we have engaged some of our multilateral institutions because we are going to need the funding for the port infrastructure, dockyard and port infrastructure. And now, let me tell the whole partnership that we have already entered a memorandum of agreement with Afrexim Bank of $400 million for purpose of providing port infrastructure along the inland waters. So maybe this partnership is already going to be one of the beneficiaries of such.
The Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo, says he is delighted that the Burutu port and dockyard, built by the colonial masters decades ago, will come to life again. He is proud to be a part of the history-making development.
The importance of this project, I see, because it's a Nigerian project, it's not for either Akiwa, Sea-Link, Lexington Bank, the Navy or the Burutu community, but it's a Nigerian project. The MD, Lexington Bank, and of course the chairperson Sea-Link have shared the vision of the administration or Mr. President on the need to decongest land transport and of course patronizing the inland waterways, which was accomplished since the colonial masters left us. Everybody just brought his canoe, boat and all that and kept them onshore. And today, the waterways have silted, inland waterways have silted, and you can't get to Agumu, which elsewhere was accessible through the inland waterways. So it's a great thing, and I'm also happy to be part of this history, and I think it's divine that we can. Divine in the sense that I have been connected with the chairman of Akiwa and a good friend that is and their team generally. And I believe most of my colleagues here way back as lieutenant commanders, so which I engaged to nothing less than 18 years ago of this dream. And I know the fortune the Olowe of Burutu Kingdom has invested over the years to see, and the battles of course he has fought from the states and across the country, I mean here Delta State, to come thus far. So it's divine. God wants it to happen, and it will happen.
Vice Admiral Awo Gambo says he is hopeful that the collaboration will continue to blossom and yield expected dividends.
It is my hope that this collaboration will continue to blossom and yield, certainly to blossom, and it will yield expected dividends that could bring our nation and its maritime environments, activities of criminals, elements, and all that.
The Burutu port is said to be the first port in Nigeria built by the then colonial administration, and the inland waterways was the maritime entry to Nigeria for trade. The signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Nigerian Navy through Navy Holdings Limited and Akewa Global Services Limited will no doubt be beneficial to the good people of Burutu and the country at large, as the partnership will open up an array of limitless economic and infrastructural development in the area.
There's no doubt that the Nigerian Navy, under the leadership of the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awo Zubairu Gambo, is committed to continuous partnerships and collaborations towards fulfilling our mandate. Let's all join hands to support the Nigerian Navy. It's our Navy. I am Jibrim Baba Ndachi. Onward together.